Tesrimbe and I'm a career coach. I help people to transition their career into high-paid jobs by using their existing skills, or even if they've got zero experience. It's hay fever season, so my voice and my eyes may not be the same as they normally are. Bear with me and we'll get better. And I couldn't just stop recording because there's hay fever. I enjoy doing recording and I enjoy sharing my ideas and tips, so do bear with me as I go through this hay fever season. You're applying for jobs and you're being invited for interviews only to be told that you don't have enough experience and you need to start at an entry level, compromising your salary, compromising your earning potential, and now you don't know what else you need to do to be able to get the experience that's needed for you to make it or to accelerate your project management career. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about the things that you need to do to get the experience so that you can leverage that into the interview process, or you can leverage that on your CV. It's going to cover people who are in employment of any type or of any sort. And also I'm going to cover for people who are not currently employed and what you need to do to be able to get the experience that you need for you to be hired. So these are 5 things that you're going to do. Number 1, if you're already in a job and you are employed, what you need to do is you need to be consistent and intentional. How you're going to do that is you will start talking to your manager during your developmental plans, when you start doing your career goals, when you start to do your career objectives. So you are going to start talking about what it is that you are passionate about and what you want to do. So if it's project management, you are going to start to talk to them about my objectives for this year is to at least run a project that I'll be able to deliver on my own, applying the project management methodology, applying the right project management tools, and applying the right project management terminologies. So you're going to have those conversations, and then you'll be able to start doing the mid-year reviews, and you can actually be talking to your manager and saying, this is where you are with your development plans. So you are building momentum so that you can start executing on some project, or you can be nominated for any project that's going to come up in your team because you've already indicated an interest in project management. Okay, number 2 that you're going to do is you need to start doing a gap analysis within your team. By gap analysis, I mean that you need to start looking at areas of improvement where you can identify what you can do to improve that area. How you are going to do that is you are going to look for your organizational strategic roadmap or your organizational strategic plan. Then you are going to look at where is your team strategic objectives or where is your team goals for that financial year. And then you are going to identify where there may be gaps in what you're already doing in your team to be able to then create an opportunity for you to deliver a project. If you don't know where to find this information, you can ask your manager. They will be able to tell you where to find it. And if they don't know where to find this information, you can reach out to your human resources department. They'll be able to direct you in the right direction or where to find this information. You can start linking this in with your career progression discussions that you need to be doing with your manager at least twice a year to be able to progress with your plans to gain the project management experience that you need. And then the third thing that you're going to do, you are going to reach out to your PMO function. It's important for you to get your manager's backing. You need to talk to your manager about your plans to reach out to the PMO function within the organization. It's the program management office that you need to reach out to. What is this so crucial to do? It's going to help you to understand the methodology that's being used within your organization. The project management methodology that they use, are they using a waterfall methodology or are they using an agile methodology? So you need to reach out to them. How you're going to do this is going to be different. You're going to be intentional about what you're going to do. So you need to write a statement, a mini statement on what it is that you want to gain, what you want to learn, how it's going to impact or how it's going to add value to the organization as well as your team. If you're not sure on what you need to do or how you're going to do this, reach out to me. I'll be able to give you advice on what exactly you need to say in this statement for when you reach out to the PMO. What you don't want to do also is to reach out to the PMO before you talk to your manager, because so you are going to need the backing from your manager, because you don't want them to have surprises from the PMO function when they reach out to your manager and say, so and so has reached out to us, are you aware of this? Because in a lot of the times in these organizations, people talk, and it's important for you to have had conversation or backing from a manager before you start doing this. So those are the 3 things that you can do if you are already in a job, in a paid job of some sort. Now, if you are not employed and you are actively looking for a job and you're wanting to transition into project management, one thing you're going to do is you're going to volunteer. Find volunteering opportunities that is going to give you the opportunity to start implementing or to start working as a project manager. You may be asking, where can you find this information, or where can you find the opportunities to volunteer? It's as simple as, if you have got a place of worship, you can reach out to the leader of that organization and say, who is responsible for doing the website? Who is responsible for doing kids check-in, or who is responsible for managing lost property? They will be able to direct you to the right person or to the right people, and then by doing that, you start getting involved. There will be somebody who's willing to help you or show you the ropes on how these things are done, and you can actually identify some areas or opportunities to enhance a website or to enhance the kids check-in system or the lost property system. All of those things will be able to give you the right experience that you need to build up to your project management experiences that you need. Another thing that you can do is you can ask a friend or anybody that you know who is having a big celebration, like a wedding or a big birthday party. You can ask them if they need help, or offer your services and say, I am aspiring to become a project manager and I would like to help you by using the right project management governance, the right project management processes that is going to help you to deliver your project much more quicker and effectively. So the key to these things that I've mentioned, the 5 things that I've mentioned around finding the right experience that you need to be implementing the right project management terminologies. You need to be using the project management tools. For example, you can use Jira, you can use Azure DevOps, or you can use as simple as Excel to track on your project, or you can use Microsoft Project to be able to deliver on, to plan and track your project in terms of timescales, in terms of resources, in terms of budget that you need. So make sure you're using these things when you are either volunteering or when you're doing in your actual team the project that you would have identified to do. It's important for you to then start doing the right governance. Do status reports. Update your stakeholders being your friends that you're planning a party for, or you're planning a wedding for, or the team that your team manager and your team members within the team that you're working in. Make sure that you get in a habit of giving them updates, weekly updates or fortnightly updates with status reports on where your project is. So make sure that you are practicing these terminologies and you are putting the right governance so that you become more confident and you become more familiar with project management terminologies and project management tools. By the time you go for an interview, you are able to talk confidently and convincingly to the interview panel in terms of the things or the projects that you have delivered, the terminology, the governance, the tools that you have delivered, and you're not cutting yourself short. And more importantly, in most of the places where you volunteer, or even when you do a project in your team, they will be able to give you reference that you've actually delivered on a project. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do to help you to gain the experience that's needed for you to accelerate your career into high-paid project management. If you're new to my channel, support by subscribing and liking our videos. And if you're a returner, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate. Also, check out our YouTube channel where I've got a number of videos that will help you in your journey into project management.